Dreka Gates is the definition of, would you rather love from the depths of your heart or to have never experienced love at all? Because she has literally put on a master class of how to give a man grace, how to give a man forgiveness, how to love a man unconditionally.
Whew, y'all. Dreka Gates is making it clear she's not here for Kevin Gates' drama. No matter how many rumors say he's been trying to get her back, she's been calm, collected, and unbothered while the internet tries to drag her into chaos. Let's get into it. Earlier this year, Kevin shocked fans by marrying Instagram star and basketball wives alum Brittany Renner. Their April wedding looked like a fairy tale. Stunning photos, sweet captions, and a whirlwind romance that had everyone talking. But it all fell apart in record time. After just 52 days, Brittany announced she had filed for divorce, leaving fans stunned and memes flying.
But we got married April 6th and divorced May 28th.
Most people were shocked at how quickly it ended, but the internet quickly remembered something major. Kevin never divorced Dreka Gates. Dreka has been Kevin's wife since 2015, but their story goes back 2 decades. She's been more than a wife. She was his manager, strategist, and biggest supporter through everything.
There was really no separation, and I'm going to say this now that I was guilty of being more in the business manager role than wife role at times, because it's like at the end of the day, like,
takes a lot to say that.
I know it does, but I don't mind saying.
So when Brittany was out here telling her story, people couldn't help but question how you divorced someone you were never legally married to. Brittany even explained she was following a 90-day Islamic waiting period after separation, a time for reflection and possible reconciliation. Add California's 6-month cooling off law, and Brittany will legally be tied to Kevin until October 2025.
But there is a 90-day waiting period in Islam where it's basically you have 90 days to see if you're pregnant, because then he would be responsible, right? And then also in those 90 days, it's for reconciliation.
Meanwhile, Dreka hasn't said much, and that's what's making her presence so powerful. While Brittany has been vocal, Dreka has been focused on herself. She's been running her businesses, raising her kids, and staying in her own lane. No subtweets, no interviews, no clapbacks, just steady moves that prove she's not here for drama. Fans, however, have been reading between the lines. Some believe Kevin's been trying to reconcile, but Dreka's hints make it clear she's moved on. On her podcast, she admitted that their marriage became more of a business partnership than a romantic one because of the demands of his career. She revealed, "We spent 80 to 90% of our time on the road, and that had become our life."
That had become my life. That was our life. You know what I'm saying? We spent 80 to 90% of our time on the road. 8 of the year on the road touring. So that was life to me. Everything else had to.
That vulnerability gave fans a rare look into why their relationship shifted, but it also showed that Dreka is not clinging to a dynamic that no longer serves her. Social media hasn't been kind to Kevin either. Most of them are praising Dreka. One viral comment summed it up. "Dreka is known as a high priestess. We transmute negative energy into positive. Very little can faze us." Many people also felt Brittany and Kevin's marriage was doomed from the start, and Dreka's calmness only fueled the narrative that she'd outgrown all of it.
Because she has literally put on a master class of how to give a man grace, how to give a man forgiveness, how to love a man unconditionally, after seeing some of the things she has endured with Kevin Gates since they've hit the industry.
Then there was the legal twist. Kevin never finalized his divorce from Dreka, meaning his quick wedding was legally questionable from the beginning. What was supposed to be a headline-making romance turned into a cautionary tale. Dreka's power isn't just in her silence, it's in how she handles rumors. When speculation about her personal trainer surfaced, she shut it down with a single post. "I have never had any type of romantic encounters with my trainer or hired help, and I never will." One line was all it took to silence the gossip. That's what separates Dreka from the noise. She doesn't need to prove her worth with interviews or viral moments. Her consistency, business moves, and growth speak for themselves. Meanwhile, Kevin has been clowned online for leaving Dreka, a woman who helped him reach the top, for a marriage that fell apart in less than 2 months. Brittany's narrative has people debating if she's a romantic or a strategist, but Dreka's throne is unshaken. She remains legally Mrs. Gates, and her actions send a clear message: she's not looking back. So while Kevin is caught up in legal drama and Brittany tries to rewrite her story, Dreka is out here glowing, successful, and focused on her family. She's not waiting for apologies or begging to be chosen. She's already chosen herself. And while this chapter of Kevin and Dreka's story may be closing, the drama is still unfolding, and every move says more than words ever could. Kevin's every move has fans speculating, but Dreka's silence speaks volumes, and fans continue asking, is this the end of an era, or just the calm before another storm?
circumstances, the truth has got to be told.
Y'all, Katt Williams ain't holding back no more. He just threw Beyonce straight into the fire, hinting that the world hasn't been told the whole truth about Blue Ivy. And before you think this is just another celebrity rumor, pay attention. We're talking about a 13-year-old who's already a Grammy winner, a 3X NAACP Image Award winner, and one of the most visible young stars alive. But behind the bright lights, insiders say there's a calculated plan that Beyonce never wanted exposed. Let's start with the facts. Blue Ivy isn't just Beyonce's daughter anymore. She's a decorated artist in her own right. At the 2025 NAACP Image Awards, Blue won Outstanding Character Voiceover Performance for narrating the audiobook adaptation of Hair Love. That's not even her first. She's also a Grammy winner for Brown Skin Girl, plus Soul Train, BET, and VMA awards. And Tina Knowles herself bragged about Blue's hidden talents. She's self-taught and she sounds like a concert pianist. She paints, she draws, she does poetry. She's just an artistic soul. So the world sees a prodigy, but not everybody's buying the perfect image. When Blue Ivy stepped out during the Cowboy Carter tour, fans on social media had mixed reactions. One viral post wrote, "Why is Blue Ivy exposing cleavage at her age, dressed like a woman? She's 12. Her dad is accused of being a 13-year-old, and Beyonce thought this was an appropriate look. Katt Williams was always right." Another user went even further, mocking her appearance. Beyonce and Jay-Z got all that money and they got Blue Ivy walking around looking like a crack-headed Katt Williams with no perm. Harsh? Absolutely, but it shows a brewing divide, fans questioning how Beyonce is shaping Blue Ivy's public identity. We can't ignore the facts. From the day she was born in 2012, Blue Ivy wasn't treated like a normal child. She was trademarked. Within weeks, Beyonce and Jay-Z filed 4 trademarks under her name, covering everything from fragrances to video games. At just 2 years old, she was on stage at the VMAs, waving at the crowd. By 4, she was in gowns worth $11,000. At 6, she was bidding $19,000 on art at the Wearable Art Gala. This isn't organic, it's legacy construction. And that's what Katt Williams is pointing at. The Carters didn't just raise Blue, they engineered her. But with all that success comes whispers about what's being hidden. Sources close to the industry have claimed Beyonce is very protective of Blue's image. Katt's comments suggest that this protection might not just be about privacy, it could be about control. The narrative is carefully curated, awards stacked, talents showcased, but nothing truly raw or unfiltered. Some insiders even speculate that Blue Ivy's fast-tracked career is meant to cement her as Beyonce's heir in entertainment, while shielding the darker truths about the pressures she faces. Now here's the part Beyonce doesn't want out. Multiple fashion insiders believe Blue Ivy is being positioned to allegedly take over Ivy Park within the next few years. That means a billion-dollar brand could soon sit under her name before she's even old enough to drive. But Katt Williams suggests this isn't empowerment, it's exploitation. He argues that children of stars are forced into adulthood early, packaged as prodigies, while the truth of their struggles gets buried. And if Blue Ivy is already facing public criticism about her appearance and maturity, what happens when she's 15, 16, under even more pressure? This isn't just about Blue Ivy. We've seen this story before. Michael Jackson robbed of childhood, Britney Spears trapped in contracts, Willow Smith openly regretting fame at 10 years old. Blue Ivy's case might be different. Her parents are billionaires with power, but the playbook feels the same. The child becomes the brand, and the brand can't ever be allowed to break. That's the hidden truth Katt Williams wants the world to see. So the question remains, what is Beyonce really hiding about Blue Ivy? Is it just the normal privacy of a mother, or is it the weight of a billion-dollar brand resting on a teenager's shoulders while Katt Williams dares to say out loud what everyone else avoids? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this one ain't going away. Do you think Blue Ivy is being protected or packaged?